Hey everyone, James the Chair from the Steam Network, bringing you a Dawn of War Soulstorm replay on the Quests Triumph map. Sorry, that's the Quests Triumph map. So yes, it's going to be 1 vs 1. Myself, Lightman 2009, playing as Imperial Guard, and my opponent, IG Sucks, playing as the Imperial Guard, funnily enough. So yes, I rolled the random race, of course, before starting, and I chose the random race option, should I say, and yeah, by remarkable coincidence, it looks like we're both playing as Imperial Guard. So I'm guessing though that my opponent has a bit more experience with Imperial Guard than I do, and yeah, that'll be proven a bit later on in the game. So what the hell, see what happens. Should be an interesting game in either case, and yeah, you don't often see mirror matches between Imperial Guard players, to say the least. So yeah, in any case, yeah, going for pretty standard build myself. Quick infantry command, 2 squads of guardsmen to cap, and of course good old command squad and a second builder coming out as well as my opponent. He's doing pretty much the same thing really, although he's getting a commissar pretty early on as well, so straight after the second builder in fact, while I'm also getting a commissar. Huh, not bad, but it looks like my opponent's commissar will come out a little bit sooner. Oh well, what can you do? So yeah, it looks like he's starting to capture midpoint, and we'll have our first little confrontation. So yeah, these guys just kept going to me against each other, none of us reinforcing. Oh, actually, there we go, I was getting these guys to reinforce, but there we go, now we've got the command squad coming in as well, and of course my guys, buddy. Their morale breaking like matchsticks, so much for that confrontation, to say the least. Confrontation. Yeah, not such a bad word actually, confrontation. Watch out, there's a confrontation happening in the middle of the map. But anyway, and as you can see, yeah, now my command squad has come into the fray. For some reason I'm chasing their command squad, and this IG Sucks guy is just running around. He's not getting a Psyker yet, while I'm getting a Psyker myself though. My opponent, no, I'm not going for a Psyker just yet, so interesting. So what does he have? One, two, okay, he still has 2 squads of Imperial Guard. Oh, and here we go, I'm also building a heavy bolter turret. Surprised that my opponent didn't just do the same thing as well to target that listening post. But yeah, in any case, I guess just what happened, as you can see, my builder is going to get knocked around a bit by that commissar. But yeah, my guy's coming into melee against him. I guess is going to distract him long enough for the heavy bolter turret to be built, and then there you go. Now I can just afford to dance around. Well, at the same time, my command squad chases my opponent's command squad around. Finally, my opponent getting a Psyker as well. Of course, I decided to use the splits, not the split soul, the strip soul ability on my opponent's main guy there, managing to get a nice hit there. And wow, still running about. My command squad's got slightly more health, but yeah, it's not going to make too much of a difference at the moment. Same time, what happened to that commissar? I'm not really sure. In either case, yeah, I managed to deny them that listening post. Same time, my opponent is deciding to construct a heavy bolter turret, sort of in the middle of the map, bottom part of the middle of the map, I suppose you could say. And I think I just heard my opponent using the strip soul ability as well. Maybe did a bit of damage, or maybe I was damaged before, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, in case he has his own listening post up. My listening post is about to go up as well. And speaking of which, maybe I should have actually built a heavy bolter turret here myself, just to target their listening post, because usually that's what the opponents would do to target your own. I'm just not entirely sure what the range would be. You should at least be able to reach it with rocket launchers, but otherwise, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what the hell. It's all, it all looks great in hindsight, as they say. And of course, yeah, now my opponent is going to start building a heavy bolter turret, although it might actually be in range of the listening post, not entirely sure. In either case, let's see, 2 squads of Imperial Guardsmen, and let's see, not going to tier 2 just yet, instead of, yeah, just getting getting listening posts upgraded and all that, so yeah, just having a brief skirmish in the middle, and interesting, I'll just have to check something 1 second. Oh, never mind, okay, so yeah, there's just the phone ringing, but yeah, my partner answered it, so yeah, it should be right there. But anyway, so yeah, my guy's just wandering into the fray there, and yeah, that's when I spotted that heavy bolter turret. Fortunately losing a couple of guys there, as you can see, and yeah, basically I'm just going to get driven back for the time being. So my opponent, yeah, he's only got 2 squads of Imperial Guardsmen as well. Let's see, he's not yet going to tier 2, neither am I for that matter. my heavy bolter turret not doing too much. I probably should have set a squad to capture this rather than trying to probe the middle, but oh, what can you do? Oh, there we go, yeah, the heavy bolter turret is in range of my listening post. Oh yeah, now my ally's going to be building a second turret, and should be able to take it out in relatively short order. It kind of sucks really, but oh, what can you do? And yeah, I don't know what the hell I was thinking not capturing it. So I had my guys over here just doing nothing. Now, well, then of course now opponent's going to tier 2 and going to tier 2 as well, so just check the resources while we're waiting. 98 and 20 for me, 92 and 30 for my opponents. I'll be damned. He's actually got a bit of a deficit. Well, no, not a deficit, he's actually got a bit of a disadvantage when it comes to resources, which is rather surprising to say the least. And there we go, finally I send my guys back here to repair. And yeah, I'm also starting to repair my enlisting post, but yeah, now this engine seer is coming under fire as well. To heavy bolter turret that's firing on it, yeah, it's not really going to be able to do much, to say the least. So I probably should have just invested in a heavy bolter turret around here just to hopefully to deny them from capturing this point, or at least from building a listing post. And it looks like we also had a bit of a skirmish here, but yeah, me just sending my guys back here as well. So yeah, could have denied them from building a listing post on the point at the very least. And yeah, unfortunately, instead my opponent's done to me what I've done to him. So. Oh well, so yeah, looking at resources, 98 and 40 compared to 92 and 30. So yeah, now my opponent is starting to gain a bit of an advantage when it comes to resources, and immediately he goes for the Soulstorm temple for the priests, and he's going to be building a tactical control. As for myself, I'm also building a tactical control, but I'm a bit behind on tech, and yeah, instead I decide to go for a builder for some reason. Maybe to help create the tactical control, not entirely sure. And of course, yeah, I left this point uncaptured while my opponent, sorry, didn't capture that point either. So probably we could have been doing that when there wasn't much going on. But well, what the hell, screw it. I mean, we could probably do that right now. Actually, I've got a squad of guardsmen now. Just send, well, and a fourth squad even. Just send them back here. There you go, Bob's your uncle. My opponent's on the other hand, if we have a look at what he's actually got, he's only got 2 squads of guardsmen. And he's going to attach a priest, presumably to the second guardsman squad, and also getting a battle armor upgrade. He's also going to be getting the vehicle plants before me, so the first thing I'll be going for would be the Chimera and then the Sentinel Depot. Also upgrading his missile turret, his heavy bolter turrets to missile turrets, should I say. While I'll be going for mechanized command now. So as you can see, I'll be having far more troops on the field, and also my opponent is making good use of scan ability, which is something that I completely forgot to do the entire game, because I think Imperial Guard is basically the only faction that has the scan ability available in tier 2. A little dish there, I suppose, communicating with whatever satellites or ships they have in orbit to do a little scan of the battlefield. So yeah, I really could have done with a scan myself just to see what they were doing, because yeah, once you see things like chimeras and all that popping out before, you know, even your own mechanized command is pretty much finished. There we go, now it's finished. Then yeah, usually it's I mean, it is possible to go with a heavy infantry army as Imperial Guards, but you're really going to find things incredibly tricky, because yeah, as you can see, this guy can just send his Chimera back and forth, and yeah, you'll be relying on the heavy weapons team with the las cannon upgrade in order to blow up their vehicles. I suppose, yeah, once you do that, it's not too bad, but yeah, but then you get things like sentinels and all that, which can just run circles around you guys. Then here we go. At the very least, I did manage to use the Curse of Machine Spirit ability, but yeah, I didn't have any vehicles of my own, even in production, so yeah, the Chimera is going to take a bit of damage. Not as much damage as it could take, though. For some reason, upgrades some guys with grenade launchers, some guys with plasma guns. Usually you don't want to mix upgrades given the differing ranges of the weapons, but yeah, I guess for whatever reason I did that. Must have upgraded them with grenade launchers before I hit tier 2, and then immediately started upgrading to what are they using, plasma guns? Yes, plasma guns. And yeah, Sentinel managing to decap my points there, very nicely done indeed. Finally, I put a listing post here, I probably should have upgraded though. As you can see, my opponent has already upgraded. In fact, he's actually floating quite a few resources, and at the same time, this is a very bad move on my behalf. I was planning to attack through the middle, but the problem is that one of my squads, I think, was just a bit too much to the left, so when I told him to attack through the middle, these guys followed, of course, the shortest path to the middle, and yeah, that's basically made them go through here, so not very good. at all. Speaking of which, my opponent's also finally capturing this critical location at 10-minute mark. Well, of course I'm not doing that at all. Don't really know what the hell I was thinking there. Oh, there we go. Finally, I do have my own Sentinel out, but opponent's Sentinel is somewhere there. Ah, there we go. There it is. So yeah, now he's got 2 on the field, and I think I've only got barely 1. There we go. Finally, I decided to go for a heavy weapons team. And it might not have worked too badly if I could actually keep him out of the fight. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, what happens is I end up deploying him far too close to the enemy front lines, and yeah, the guy just gets bulldozed. So yeah, as you can see, a bit of a tight map, not too much room to maneuver, especially these choke points and all that. Very annoying actually, but oh, what the hell, you still got a few avenues of attack there, so let's see. I've only seem to have 1 guy out there, and wow, getting him attacked by Sentinel, not so good. There we go, decide to deploy him. And yeah, generally you don't want to have your heavy weapons team taking the initial hits, especially when they're undeployed. You really should be sending your own troops forward first, and then yeah, setting up the heavy weapons team behind them. So what I was doing there was very, very bad move indeed. But oh well, I think I was just sending him up here to deploy him, and I just didn't assume that, you know, my enemy's forces would be deployed at such a close range there. And yeah, there we go. There goes the heavy weapons team. So somehow, when it's undeployed, it's 1 guy, but apparently he's got like 2 guys. I don't know. Somehow 2 guys in the squad. Though, must be like the 2nd guy inside the backpack or whatever. And yeah, one of my Sentinels getting blown up, the 2nd one getting Curse of Machine Spirits used on it. And bam, down it goes as well. So yeah, decided to run in with the rest of my troops. Not really going to help too much. My opponent is still floating loads of resources. If we go to what I'm doing though, yeah, as you can see, I'm basically spending whatever few resources I have, and yeah, of course I'm engaging in a very bad position as well. Engaging in open ground while they're in, well, at least a few of their guys are in light cover there. So yeah, decide to retreat again after taking pretty significant losses. And yeah, now my opponent has also got his own heavy weapons team set up. Let's see, he's also going for tier 3 of course, so yeah. He'll be reaching it before me. I'm not even starting tier 3, so that's just how crappily I'm doing at the moment. So yeah, got another heavy weapons team up, and again I must have been just concentrating on my other guys, because really I should have deployed them the second I saw my opponent's troops. They could have really inflicted crap loads of damage there, but there we go, decided to send them back now instead. God, and my command squad just getting themselves torn up as well. I think it looks like I was trying to use the strip stall ability, but whoever I was using on, presumably one of their own guys, command squad guys, it's getting silly indeed, was moving out of range. So yeah, they kept playing that bloody animation. And yeah, IG sucks guy saying yes it is. Very silly indeed. Yes, silliest games I've seen so far. And yeah, you're probably going to guess how it's going to end at this point, but what the hell, we'll get a nice little, there we go, final battle just to cap things off. And let's see, is that it? Oh, that's, yeah, we even got my own Hellhound out, interesting. Who'd to think. So yeah, I've also got my own heavy weapons team set up, I think I just missed that. I think they're only setting up just then, really. Of course, the Hellhound getting taken out, and yeah, there's the bombardment ability being used as well, bombing the crap out of my guys. And yeah, an interesting note as well about the bombardment ability by the command squad is that they can actually inflict the same amount of damage against buildings. Of course, buildings have got quite a bit more HP than regular units, so yeah, usually it's a bit of a moot point, but still, it's nice to know that you can use it against the enemy base and inflict a bit of damage against it. And there you go, my guys have been decimated. I just fast forward a bit just to see what else happens. Okay, this is when I tried to mount a very desperate counter-attack with my Sentinel, and I managed to take out one heavy bolter turret. Now we've got this missile turret here. My opponent's sending in his command squad presumably to scout, and yeah, also setting up 2 heavy weapons teams with good old-fashioned auto cannons as well, so I just slow things down a bit, although yeah, there's not really much of a battle to say the least. My command squad just getting torn up just like that. And yeah, now we've got some fancy autocannons showing up to the free. And you gotta love the way they shoot like that. Yeah, that guy apparently not liking what he saw there, so very determined. There we go. Bit of a poser. So yes, GG's my opponent indeed. So yes, notice the frame rate was a little bit lower than usual on the previous video. I checked afterwards and noticed that the hard drive that the video has been recorded to was pretty heavily fragmented. So after defragmenting it and all that, seems to be back to normal, so whatever. There you go, this is a lesson, eh? Make sure to defragment your hard drives regularly. So with that, I'll bid you adieu.